This is Passe Partout.
Good morning to you, and I thank you for joining us this morning. We have a Church Point woman with a warning for other parents. The warning is about a disturbing spam call. She told the scammer she was 15 years old, hoping he'd hang up. Turns out he was interested in more than selling car insurance. News 10's Britt LaFaso spoke with a woman who wants other parents to be aware.
You know, if I told them that I was 15 years old, maybe they won't want to sell me, like car insurance or, some sort of extended warranty. Who wants to talk to a 15-year-old?
Well, she was right. He wasn't interested in making the sale anymore. The spammer became interested in something else.
He said, well, what grade are you in? I said, well, I'm in ninth grade. He tells me I'm in 10th grade, but I haven't graduated yet. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you sound like 30 years old. You are not in 10th grade. So the next thing I know, he's telling me all about how we can be friends. And I kept insisting, I don't know you.
But still, Jay Bernard says he pushed, saying he wanted to contact her outside of the call.
Oh, well, do you have Snapchat and Instagram and TikTok and, do you have WhatsApp? And I kept saying no to all of these things. And I kept repeating, my parents won't let me have that. I'm not old enough. I'm only 15. And he just kept pushing it. He wanted any social media he could possibly get. That is like so super creepy. And really what would have happened if I was a 15-year-old and didn't know any better and actually gave him all of my social media information?
Bernard says she's sharing her story so other parents with young kids can teach them how to handle similar situations.
Because a lot of times parents don't think about the fact that their kids are also getting these phone calls, and not all of them know what to say.
So we reached out to the Better Business Bureau in Acadiana to get some tips for you. One big tip is that you can disable a phone's location. Most apps automatically track users' location. Now, if you have a phone, you can see which apps are tracking you. Go to settings, go to privacy and security, and then press location services. Here you can see all of the apps that are tracking your location. In St. Mary Parish, a suspect is identified in the shooting that happened on Mardi Gras Day, and that was in Baldwin. According to Chief Anthony Gibson, a warrant is out for the arrest of Kelvin Porter Jr. of Baton Rouge. Porter allegedly shot and wounded two people outside a convenience store. Chief Gibson says Porter is wanted for 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder and illegal discharging of a firearm. Porter is considered armed and dangerous. Then a murder investigation is now underway following a deadly shooting on Patsy Street just after midnight Friday morning. News 10's Jasmine Dean brings us the details from Opelousas.
I'm here on Patsy Street where officers with the Opelousas Police Department have been investigating all day. Authorities say although the information they have is limited, it's not slowing down their investigation. Authorities with the Opelousas Police Department are investigating the shooting, which happened after 12 a.m. Friday morning. When officers got to the scene, 46-year-old Christopher Laverne was found dead from multiple gunshot wounds. Police say the investigation is still very active as they are following all leads.
At this time, we're following up on leads that we have been gathering at this time. However, at this time, we would like to express our deepest condolences to the Laverne family for their loss, and we'll keep you all posted as soon as we get some additional information.
OPD says this is their second homicide since the beginning of the year, but they're still working to keep a decrease in their crime in Opelousas down. Of course, if anyone has any information surrounding the shooting, they're encouraged to reach out to police at 337-948-TIPS. In Opelousas, Jasmine Dean, KLFY News 10.
Then a Lafayette man arrested in the shooting death of Nathan Bobb. 23-year-old Dontrell Clark was taken into custody in connection to the October killing of Nathan Bobb. Bobb was shot and killed in front of his 5-year-old daughter on Orchard Drive. According to Bobb's family, he was outside helping his daughter ride a hoverboard when he was killed. Nathan's father, Nathaniel Bobb, says the family is relieved to get justice for what happened to Nathan.
I wasn't really surprised because I was really just, being patient and let the people do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes things like this, it takes time, especially if the guy's on the run. All in all, I'm happy. I'm glad they caught him. Now we can really rest, and my child can rest, being that, arrest was made.
Okay, Clark has been booked on murder charges. Bond details have not yet been released. Then the governor signed an executive order due to the shortage of police officers across the state. The Louisiana Sheriff's Association estimates that Louisiana sheriff's offices were down approximately 1,800 deputies statewide, resulting in record low employment and an increase in response time. The state emergency comes ahead of the start of a special session aimed at combating crime in Louisiana. Meanwhile, Governor Jeff Landry believes both the executive order and the crime special session will ensure support for law enforcement officers while also bringing law and order back to the state. However, one state senator disagrees. That one state senator believes the real root cause of crime will not be talked about within the session. He says they won't talk about education, housing, or even poverty, and those are contributing factors that play into our crime problem.
This crime session, unfortunately, stands more of a chance of making us less safe as a state. New Orleanians and people all across the state should be paying attention, expressing their concerns. And that's what I'm certainly going to do and try to be that voice of reason, because we all want to achieve public safety. I certainly do.
Also, Governor Landry is proposing restricting parole eligibility, increasing penalties for carjackers, and potentially releasing more information such as photos of juvenile suspects. A local nonprofits don't like the governor's reasons for pulling out of the federally funded summer EBT program, which provides meals for kids during the summer when they're not in school. Here's more on that.
Second Harvest Food Bank serves 23 parishes in Louisiana. In those parishes, Second Harvest Food Bank staff estimate more than 100,000 children face hunger. The president and CEO, Natalie J. Rowe, says the state's decision not to participate in the summer EBT program creates a greater need for food assistance.
It's disappointing for us because there are a lot of Louisiana children that aren't going to benefit from this program while most of the rest of the country are.
A spokeswoman for Governor Jeff Landry says in part summer EBT is a pandemic-era related program that costs $7 million. The pandemic is over. Louisiana already administers robust social safety net programs, including SNAP, as well as the child nutrition programs.
Yes, it was started during the pandemic, and the pandemic is no longer here, but if it really is a good program and something that makes a difference for a lot of our families, and the federal government's willing to pay the majority of the cost, I'm for it.
Because of the decision, J-Rowe says Second Harvest Food Bank is going to double their summer feeding program, and they're hoping to increase the amount of food that's distributed through their food pantries.
All of that for us depends on the support of the community and the support that we can get from individuals, whether they contribute funding or they come and volunteer. You know, volunteers are so incredibly important for us, so we'll do as much as the community will support.
Trevor, Sonia, over in the Weather Center, and now we've made it through Mardi Gras. So what kind of weather should we expect today and I guess moving into next week?
Well, definitely turning colder, and it will be a roller coaster in terms of temperatures. It will be very cold for today, but then very warm for next week. Let's take a look at temperatures this morning. Okay, so we were at around 62 degrees about 2 hours ago. Now we're sitting at 50 degrees in Lafayette. So a strong front is moving through the area. We've dropped some 10 to 12 degrees in the past 2 hours, and we'll be hovering in the mid to upper 40s through the afternoon. Notice 44 in Alexandria. So we call that cold air vector convection when we have cold air coming in from the north via winds, and that cold air will really settle in through the next few days here. Storm Team 10 radar is mostly quiet. Still some light showers showing up across coastal areas, but I think most of the rainfall is done. Again, we could still see some sprinkles across the southern portions of Acadiana through the next few hours, but that will quickly be working off to the south and east, and we'll be left with mostly cloudy skies as that rain shield continues to progress off to the east, but more clouds continuing to swing in behind the front. The front is very shallow, so when it comes in, we still have moisture moving up and over that front. So we'll have cloudy skies for today and cold temperatures. It will be a typical winter day here in South Louisiana. Temperatures falling through the 50s. We get into the 40s through the next few hours, hovering in the mid to upper 40s through the day today. I don't think we reach 50 degrees again this afternoon because we'll see very little sunshine, and Future Track shows that. Notice mostly cloudy skies through the afternoon, and then for tonight, skies will be clearing out, and that's when temperatures are really going to be able to drop. We could be in the low to mid 30s by tomorrow morning. At the very least, we'll see a frost, could see a light freeze across some parts of Acadiana, and again, temperatures not rising much through the day today, in the 40s and then in the lower 30s by tomorrow morning. I think we see a light freeze for sure across northern Acadiana, and then a frost a little more likely across I-10 parishes and points to the south. Mid-50s for tomorrow afternoon, more sunshine, so we get a little bit warmer, but then cold again for Monday morning. We're right back in the low to mid 30s, maybe not as cold as what we're going to see tonight, but we'll likely see another frost for Monday morning. A northerly breeze today at about 10 to 20, gusting as high as 25 at times. And we'll keep the northerly wind in the forecast for tomorrow as well. So as long as we have northerly winds, we'll continue to be colder than average. We're much colder than average today, some 10 to 15 degrees colder than what it normally is this time of year. Here's the upper level situation. Strong trough moving in, which is why we're seeing the cold weather, but it quickly shifts. Notice we go from a northwesterly flow to a southwesterly flow very quickly here with this ridge of high pressure building by Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're cold now, but it's going to be a total reversal by next week. We'll see sunshine throughout, but next week we'll be in the upper 70s across the area, especially by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then maybe another weak front moving in for the end of next week. So 49 your high today, cloudy skies, cold and windy. A northerly breeze at 10 to 20 miles per hour. 7-day forecast shows 55 for tomorrow. Some cold starts for tomorrow morning and Monday morning, but then a very quick warm up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, getting back into the mid 70s. So next week will be spring-like. So we have to get through the cold weather now, but then we have spring-like temperatures next week.
All right. I like that kind of weather. I really do. A little, nice and warm during the day. A little chilly at night makes for good sleep.
Exactly.
Thank you for that, Trevor.